Hi children, welcome to the EVS online class. Hope you all are safe at home. We have completed our 10th lesson. Did you complete writing the notes? I hope you all have completed the notes and studied the lesson. Today, let's discuss the 8th lesson. I told you before, you don't have to study this lesson for exam, but we have to do one activity from this lesson. This lesson is about the safety rules to be followed in different places to avoid accidents. So let's start. Lesson 8, Safety and First Aid. Accidents mostly happen when we are careless and do not follow the safety rules. So we must follow the safety rules at home, in the school, in playground, on the road and also in other places. To avoid accidents, we must follow the safety rules. What are the safety rules to be followed at home? If you are in the kitchen of your home, what are the safety rules to be followed? We should never play with knives and other sharp tools. Don't go near the fire wearing synthetic clothes because synthetic clothes can catch fire easily. So don't go near fire, hot ovens and toasters wearing synthetic clothes. Then don't play with matchsticks. That is dangerous. Keep away from the stove when the stove is switched on. Don't touch electric appliances. This can give you an electric shock. Then if you are in the bathroom, don't touch electric switch with wet hand. That also gives you shock. So don't touch electric switch with wet hand. Keep your surroundings neat and clean. Don't spill anything on the floor. After playing, don't leave your toys and other things on the floor because someone may trip over them and fall down. Don't play with items made of glass. They can break easily and it will hurt you badly. And don't run on the stairs. Then another important thing is never take medicines without the permission of your parents. So these are some of the safety rules to be followed at home. Then if you are in the school, are you missing your school? When you are in the school, your teachers used to say, always used to say, don't run through the veranda. Why? Don't run through the veranda and don't run on the stairs because you may fall down and hurt yourself and also others. Never climb on chairs and desks and don't throw things around in the classroom. It may hurt others. So these are some of the safety rules to be followed in the school. Then if you are in the playground also, follow the rules of the game. Don't push others and fight with others. If you are going for swimming, swim only in the presence of an adult. The next one is safety rules to be followed on the road. What are the safety rules to be followed on the road? Always walk on the footpath and not on the road. Always cross the road at the zebra crossing. And before crossing the road, look both ways to check if any vehicle is coming. Never run across the road. And obey the traffic lights. While riding a bicycle, keep to the left and obey the traffic signals. So these are some of the safety rules to be followed in different places. Now, if you see a person injured, what will you do? You can immediately give some help to that person. If it is a minor injury, you can help by yourself. And if it is a major injury, try to find a doctor immediately or an adult. The immediate help given to a person when the person is injured is called first aid. This can prevent the condition of the person from becoming worse and even save the life of the person. But remember, if you don't know what to do, you should not try giving first aid. First thing you can do is to get help. try to find a doctor or an adult immediately. If the person is seriously injured, don't try to move him. Comfort the person. Don't allow the people to crowd around him. If it is a minor injury like a small cut, nosebleed, minor burn or insect bite, you can help the injured person yourself. For example, in the case of minor injury like small cuts, you can wash the wound with soap and water and apply antiseptic cream. If there is bleeding, apply pressure using a clean cloth till the bleeding stops. Once the bleeding stops, apply antiseptic lotion and cover the wound with a bandage. In the case of a nosebleed, make the person lean forward and pinch the soft part of the nose and hold it for about 10 minutes until the bleeding stops. Then tell the person to breathe through the mouth. Wrap some ice cubes in a handkerchief and apply it on the nose. This will help to stop the bleeding. For a minor burn, run cold water over it for about 10 minutes. Don't apply ice or butter. If there is no injury, you can apply aloe vera gel or lotion. But if it is a major burn, you cannot treat it at home. Immediately take the injured person to the hospital. In case of an insect bite like mosquito bite or ant bite, wash the area with soap and water and apply calamine lotion to stop itching. But if it is a bee sting, get help to remove the bee stinger. If you are doing it by yourself, you may make the injury worse. Next thing is, if you see a person fainting, what will you do? With the help of an adult, you can make the person lie down and raise the person's legs so that the head is lower than the body. Check that the person is breathing and has pulse. If the clothes are tight, loosen the clothes. So these are some of the immediate helps you can give to an injured person. If you are going outside, you must keep a first aid box in the car for emergencies. It's also important to have a first aid box in your home so that you can deal with minor accidents and injuries. A first aid box may contain disposable gloves, pocket mask, cotton swabs, cotton balls, band-aid, bandages, antiseptic lotion, scissors, safety pins, medicines, etc. And in our present situation, don't forget to have a mask and sanitizer always with you. We have to do one activity from this lesson. Here there are 10 signs. You can see the same pictures in your textbook, page number 60. You have to find out what does it mean and where they are used. So do it neatly in an A4 sheet. You can either draw the 10 symbols or paste the pictures of it. Then write what does it mean and where they are used. So complete this activity neatly in an A4 sheet. Then take a photo of it and send it through hand-in only before October 8th. So today we have discussed about the safety rules to be followed in different places. I have given the project. Do the project neatly and submit it before the due date. So let's meet in the next class with a new lesson. Thank you.